Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Small Talk Arkansas. Happy Hump Day, y'all.
It is, isn't it? Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, April the 22nd.
It is. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
It's Earth Day.
It's Earth Day.
It is.
Hump Day, Earth Day, all the days. This is Season 1, Episode 18, and we appreciate you tuning in this morning or this afternoon or this evening or
Whenever
tomorrow or whenever it is that you might be catching this episode on the YouTube. We appreciate you checking us out.
Hey, thanks.
We're coming live to you from the Corona-cation Kitchen Table Studio.
Welcome to the kitchen table, y'all.
Yeah, because we're still we're still social distancing.
We are.
Self-isolation.
We are.
All those fun things that are almost seeing their course.
Maybe.
A little bored by it. But anyway.
Hey, we started a podcast.
We did. We started a podcast. It's keeping us super busy. Anyway, on today's show, we've got special guest, Brandy Thomason McNair.
Yeah, we do.
She's a jewelry maker. She's a boss babe, creator, owner of Bella Vita Jewelry.
Uh-huh.
Stick around for her story.
Yeah, she does all the things. You don't want to miss this.
She's might be giving us a deal. So if you're a Bella Vita customer, you want to be a Bella Vita customer.
You want to be a Bella Vita fan?
Might be able to save some money today.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
On shit we're into, we're going to be talking about all things Earth Day.
We are?
Yeah, recycling, upcycled, I don't know.
All kinds of stuff.
Tesla, solar panels.
Hemp straws.
Hemp in general.
Yeah. All the things.
If it's good for the planet, we're going to be talking about it today.
We are.
So stick around for the shit we're into.
Mm-hmm.
On the news.
I was going to say, you got some news for us.
We got news.
Yeah.
We got stats. Largest single day outbreak of the coronavirus in Arkansas's history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
let's get back to work, right?
291 new cases yesterday. Obviously, most of those cases were from prison.
Were they? Are they still counting? Are they counting those or are they not? Because they said I've just heard so many things.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's where's your Bloody Mary when you need one? You know?
I don't know. Arkansas broke 2,000 cases of coronavirus overnight. We're now at 2,262. Or yesterday we were at 1,971. So obviously that's an increase of 291 cases overnight. Mm-hmm. We're to 43 deaths now. That was one more death overnight. So 43 total deaths during this pandemic to this point in time. We've tested 29,057 Arkansans have been tested for this, or that's how many tests have been ran. That's 2,069 more than yesterday.
Huh.
So, I don't know. We got the damn lead out or something.
I guess so. Maybe got some more tests in. Who knows?
Amazon must have delivered.
Maybe Asa heard you yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure. He was probably tuned in.
He was like, we got to catch up.
No, I just repeat what Asa's saying. I mean, Asa's saying, hey, we don't have enough tests. Testing is the only way we can really open the state back up is more people have to be tested. And he thinks we're doing good compared to the other states for our population to their population from a density. But guys, our population, we've tested 29,057 people. Mm-hmm. So, he made the comment last week that we were testing 1,000 a day. And I mean, realistically, you look at the math and that's
not happening.
Not accurate. But to test 2,069 in a 24-hour period of time,
that's solid. That's solid work.
That's work in the right direction anyway. Mm-hmm. Talking about U.S. U.S. had another, explosion overnight. 37,346 new cases in the U.S. overnight, which was also the single largest day growth in the U.S. since this has been going. So we're at 800.
So biggest growth in Arkansas.
Yep.
Biggest growth in the U.S.
Yep.
Same day. Gotcha.
825,306 cases in the U.S. 45,075 deaths. not the largest single day death rate that's been calculated right now, but we were at 2,700. And as long as I've been keeping the statistics on this on a day-to-day basis, this is the second largest day in American history.
So
for
second
death.
largest. Maybe not the largest, but still.
Well, in 2711, if you look at that number, and again, let's quantify it, 2711 is almost the same amount of people that died in New York on 9/11.
Right.
So overnight, coronavirus in the U.S., 2,711 deaths. One single day, almost the same death rate that was 9/11.
Damn.
Yep, still killing people.
It is. It is significantly. This
Doesn't matter your age.
Nope.
Doesn't matter what you do for a living.
Nope.
Doesn't matter your economic, socio values.
Nope.
Doesn't matter if you're cool like us. Doesn't matter if you're cool like you because you're watching us and this show.
This is true.
Corona don't care. Corona don't play.
Corona don't give a fuck.
Corona don't be playing.
And so stay home. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. All the things.
County by county in the state of Arkansas, looking at Pulaski County, we hit 400 cases. So we're 400. We were 388 yesterday, 400 in Pulaski County today.
Okay.
Jefferson also saw growth from 126 to 135. Crittenden saw another 5 cases. They're up to 147. So we're talking about tier 5 counties first and foremost. Those are 75 plus cases in a single county. There are 5 of those counties in the state of Arkansas. Garland County is one of those. They saw 1 single case overnight. They're 109. And then Lincoln County's by far the biggest explosion. Lincoln is now at 443. The largest outbreak in the entire state. And this is the prison. 443 in Lincoln County. It was 258 yesterday.
Okay.
So Arkansas Department of Health, I've got those stats there. All of this will be linked in the description below. If this is the first time you've joined us, we put the links to all of this data every day down below in the description, video description. So if you want to know more, you want to go do some your own research.
We're not just pulling these numbers out of our ass.
Yep. Numbers come from the Arkansas Department of Health. They're reported daily. They're updated. They're live. So as they make an update, they're updated live on the website. And the links for those will be in the description below. Tier 4 counties in the state of Arkansas, that is 20 to 74 cases in a county.
Right.
20 to 74 makes it a tier 4 county. And there are 16 counties in the state that are still tier 4. Let's kind of just talk about some of them that might be the next counties to go tier 5.
Some hot spots.
So Benton County up in the far northwest, farthest northwest county you can get in the state of Arkansas. Benton County is now at 67 cases. So they have 5 new cases overnight.
It's not nothing.
You know, if they grow like that for the remainder of the week, they'll be a tier 5 county definitely by Monday.
Yep.
Washington County, that's also county right below Benton, just south of Benton County in northwest Arkansas. Washington County has 60 cases, and they were at 54 yesterday. So that's 6 new for Washington and 5 new for Benton. So not to say that that's a massive outbreak or a massive jump, but when you look at, compared to the numbers, 6 new there were 54 yesterday. That's more than 10% growth. Benton is also basically a 10% growth. Let's see, around the rest of the state, other counties. Claiborne County, we predicted last week that Claiborne, at the rate that it was going, would break 75 cases, and Claiborne would be in a tier 5 status. It looked like even before Garland and definitely before Lincoln that Claiborne was going to be a tier 5 county, and then they got it under control.
Gotcha.
Growth is just really, sputtered out there. They started the week at 70. They had 71 yesterday. They're at 71 again today.
Well, they've held they've held.
They've been holding for a while. So, still good possibility that, by Monday, they certainly could still be in a tier 5 county, as well as, Benton County could be there easily as well. Let's see other counties. As far as some growth, St. Francis is another one of those counties. St. Francis now, they took another case on overnight. They went from 65 to 66. So St. Francis, they were 64 on Monday, 65 on Tuesday, 66 on Wednesday. So if they continue to grow
some steady,
one at a time,
steady growth.
one at a day, they're going to be a tier 5 county sometime next week. Let's see other counties. No real major changes on any of the other counties. So all in all, 20 plus cases in any county. We've got 21 counties in the state of Arkansas with 20 plus cases total between the tier 4s and the tier 5s. And we'll keep you updated. Tune back in tomorrow. We'll keep you updated on these numbers and kind of let you know where they go. See what we see since we're looking at the data on a daily basis. We do that so you don't have to.
Exactly.
All you have to do is tune in. Going to the U.S., because we talk about the U.S. each day, kind of look where the hot spots are, what's kind of going on. And even though New York is seeing a little slowdown, they still had over 5,000 cases in the last 24 hours. So they're at 258,589 cases in New York State right now, with 19,118 deaths.
Wow.
So they'll break 20,000 deaths today.
Yeah.
At the rate that they've been going. They'll break. Well, if it's not today, it'll be tomorrow for sure. So by Friday statistics, New York will have broken 20,000. That's just what's
the way it is.
Happen.
Yeah.
New Jersey is at 92,387 cases. So that's 3,600 more than yesterday. So, at this rate, they'll break 100,000 cases by the end of the week. Mm-hmm. They have 4,753 deaths, and that's 230 more than yesterday. Give or take 230, 233. Just trying to click it off in my head. California, 35,845. So that's more than 1,500 new cases in California yesterday. Their death rate is now up to 1,326. So they saw almost 100 deaths overnight.
That's a lot for them, isn't
California.
Like, that's a lot. That's significant.
Also, new news came out today saying that the first deaths that occurred in the country actually occurred in California earlier than
what we knew about, right?
Yeah, because Washington, the Seattle area, where they were saying that was the very first death, and realistically now, looking at the data,
they're like ruh-roh.
It came back in earlier than that in California. So first 2 deaths in the country are now being attributed to California. Mm. States that border Arkansas, we just want to kind of monitor them and see how this is growing and playing out in those states, because obviously they're the closest proximity to Arkansas. And, we've got a lot more chances of people that are traveling through the state of Arkansas from these other states, or if we leave the state, definitely if we leave by car, we're going to be traveling through one of these.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
we got to know what our neighbors are up to.
It's good to know. Louisiana, so we're talking about still tier 4 states. New York, New Jersey, California. There's several other tier 4 states, but states that border us, it's a tier 4, and that's 10,000 plus cases. Mm-hmm. Tier 4 states that border us, Louisiana and Texas. Louisiana has 24,854 cases and 1,405 deaths. So
even with California's 100 deaths yesterday, Louisiana is still over them.
That's right.
Wow.
Louisiana still, you look at the math real quickly, more than 300 cases, new cases yesterday. And that's a little over 75 deaths overnight in Louisiana. Texas is at 20,975. So that is nearly 900 new cases overnight for Texas. And they're at 545 deaths, which is 25 more than yesterday. Looking at the tier 3 states that border Arkansas, that's 5,001 to 10,000 cases. There are 2 tier 3 states that border Arkansas, and that's Tennessee and Missouri. Tennessee has 7,394 cases with 157 deaths. So that's 5 more deaths overnight and about 160 new cases overnight of the coronavirus positive cases. 24-hour period of time since we reported yesterday. Missouri is at 6,142 total cases with 229 deaths. So that is 14 deaths overnight in Missouri. And let's see, 40, 80, almost 80 cases in Missouri overnight. They're probably going through the same thing that we've gone through, and that's lack of testing.
Gotcha.
My guess is that their number would be higher if they probably tested more. And it's just a guess. I don't have not looking at the testing data for Missouri, but that's a small jump for them in a 24-hour period of time compared to what they've been doing. So I don't think it's regression. I think it's testing.
Yeah.
Mississippi, tier 2 states that border Arkansas. There are also 2, Mississippi and Oklahoma. Oklahoma had just joined this list this week for tier 2. Mississippi has 4,716 cases, so they grew at more than 200 cases in the last 24 hours. Mississippi has 183 deaths, and that is 14 more than they had yesterday. So you look at Arkansas, we're going, okay, 1 death per day, 2 deaths per day. Biggest we've had is 3 deaths per day. Right there, Mississippi is 14 in 24-hour period of time. Oklahoma's at 2,807 cases. That is 147 more than yesterday. 127 more. Math.
Yeah, math. You don't have your abacus again today.
I don't have my abacus. I also don't have my glasses. So 127 more cases than yesterday. Deaths, they're at 164, which is 21 deaths overnight in Oklahoma. So, our death rate in Arkansas, I don't know, we've been fortunate. You can say that. You really can say that in the fact that we've had 1, 2, 3 deaths. All of the states that surround us are seeing dozens of deaths
a day. Yeah.
When you go, when you're looking at even, the tier 2 states of Oklahoma and Mississippi that see 14 to 20 deaths in a 24-hour period of time. I mean, that's what our surrounding states are seeing.
And what they're experiencing.
Yep.
And,
Again, the numbers in Arkansas, we're still a tier 1 state, at least for another day. If we have a breakout, the same math that we had in the last 24 hours, we will be a tier 2 state tomorrow.
I am curious about that because of, all of these numbers.
Yep.
Are,
We're at 2262 in total cases with 43 deaths right now. So we're still significantly under everybody else in the death count, even though, Oklahoma is the closest to us in a tier. As far as cases go, Oklahoma's 2807, but they have 164 deaths. So they have 4 times as many deaths roughly that Arkansas has, even though they only have 600 more cases than us. So
wow.
We'll see what what the future holds. Do you guys? I know that we're all getting itchy. We want to go do things. We want to be out. We want our lives back.
We do.
But it's that question: is a human life, or in this case, hundreds or possibly thousands of humans' lives, worth the economy? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if we've seen enough of this already at the pace that it's slowed. I don't know if you go, well, it's going to happen regardless. It's going to happen now. It's going to happen later. You know, the only thing we do know is that when it happens as masses, that's when our hospital systems just can't keep up.
Right. And then, you know, people who have other emergencies, you know, are one, exposed, and two, can't get the care that they need. And everyone's overtaxed and overworked and overburdened. And that's a hard thing to reconcile just because we want to go to the movie or because we want to go to a sports event or go out to eat, whatever it is. Seems pretty trivial to me to go get our hair done. Granted, you know, I mean, I want my hair done.
Yeah. I
want my lashes done. I want to get back to work. Is it safe? I don't know.
Don't know. Other than that, other news, not a lot of, I mean, obviously local news. Earth Day is local.
Earth Day is local everywhere today.
It has to start local.
It does.
So, you know, couple things. If you're stuck at home and you're looking for something to do, certainly if you've got kids and they're at home and you want something to do today, you can go to earthday.org. There's Earth Day quizzes, and I'll put a link for that below. But there's all these types of quizzes about do you know about all the things in the earth? Some simple little quizzes to take. They're pretty cool. So,
that is cool.
You know, talks about recycling, talks about several other things, and they're just some quick quizzes that make you think. And they're on earthday.org, and I'll put a link for the quizzes down there. But I strongly, if you're home with nothing else to do, especially if you've got children and you can be that educator, be that teacher in their life today and talk about Earth Day and talk about the importance of it. Global warming, obviously, with all the cars not on the road.
Yeah.
We've seen some global warming.
We're doing some repair
to the earth.
Yeah.
So that's certainly a good thing. And that it's happened in a matter of a couple of months, that the earth, that humans have sort of slowed down. And that's been a good thing. And, you know, who knows what happens when we come out of this and how Earth how we as humans have changed, especially Americans. How many more people, have figured out they can work successfully from home and continue to do that, whether that's full-time or part-time or whatever their positions entail after that, to continue not to drive the cars every day, not to pollute the earth, not to do all of those other things. We'll see. We'll see what changes really come out of, you can't look at the coronavirus and go, everything that's happening right now around us is bad. Because if you do, then you're going to find yourself in a dark hole.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
So looking at the good and looking at the bright side of this.
Baby sea turtles.
Sea turtles.
They're getting born.
They're being born.
They're going to sea. They don't have any humans bugging them.
I saw a picture the other day. It was a news story from Australia, and there were literally kangaroos hopping around downtown because there were no humans.
Yeah.
So the kangaroos have just come out, and they were just hopping up and down the sidewalks. And,
we had one of those in the state last week.
Yeah, last week in Austin, hopping around.
Oh, that's cool, though.
It is.
Well, hey, if you guys like what you're hearing, why don't you help us out and subscribe to our channel? We hit over 1,000 friends or likes or what have you on the Facebook, and we need all y'all to go over to the YouTube. It is a hop, skip, and a kangaroo jump over to the YouTube. All you got to do, click that little subscribe button. It helps us out a ton.
Yeah. Thanks so much for the 1,000+ that have liked us on Facebook. This
you
is
guys are
happening
amazing.
Just over 3 weeks. We're into our 4th week. We just decided to start a podcast and start doing this.
Here we are.
We've had a little over 1,000 on Facebook. We appreciate it. Do your duty on Earth Day and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think that will help the planet.
More kangaroo news.
It'll help us continue to bring the news to you.
Yes, it will. Absolutely. So go subscribe. Do it.
Do it.
Hey, Jason.
What's going on?
I think that's the sound of our special guest.
That is our special guest. Who's our special guest today?
Our special guest is my friend Brandy McNair.
Brandy?
Yes. She is of Bella Vita Jewelry. She is the creative genius behind it.
Creative genius.
Yeah, She is.
Coming from you. That's some pretty high praise.
I think she's a pretty awesome human being. Hey, Brandy, are you there?
I am.
Oh, well, Brandy, I know all about you and what you do, and I have a ridiculous amount of your jewelry and stuff from your store. But maybe not everybody out there else. I know. Look at all these bracelets and stuff I've got on. It's kind of a problem. It's like my go-to gift place. But maybe there's someone that's been living under a rock and doesn't know who you are and what you do. Can you tell them a little bit about you?
I can, yes. I'm Brandy. I am the owner of Bella Vita Jewelry, and I'm in my 12th year, I think, of business making jewelry. It all started when I was a young girl, just interested in making jewelry. And
Shiny things.
Shiny things, exactly. And I worked at a bead store throughout my teenage years. And I took a break from college, and then I got a taste of a real job and didn't love them. And so I went back to waiting tables, which is something I also always did. And then got a job at the bead store down here in Little Rock and started Bella Vita in 2008.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. So we started as just a jewelry line, and then about 5 years ago, I decided to move my studio outside of my house and open up a little retail shop. And so that's how we landed in the Lafayette building. And we were there for 4.5 years. And then we were bursting at the seams.
Yeah, I was going to say, how big was your space there?
Oh my God, it was so tiny. It was like 450 square feet.
Yeah.
And so I think
it's like my first space too.
Yeah. I know, we talked about this.
Yeah.
I think like 200 square feet was retail, and then 250 was my office and studio. And there was 3 of us working there. And my God, my employees were so patient, and our shoppers were patient. I mean, most of the time it was fine because there would just be like 1 or 2 people in there shopping. But like, we love to have parties and events, and that's when people had to find their patience.
Yeah.
So you were Coronication before there was Coronication, in that people had to stand outside before they could get in because there wasn't.
Yeah. So, about a year ago, actually, we just celebrated our 1 year in the new space. And
congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. So we graduated up to about 1,200 square feet, and I don't know. I don't want to brag, but I feel like it's one of the prettiest, most natural light-filled spaces.
Oh my gosh, it is. It absolutely is.
I feel like I put in my dues in the 450 square feet for 4.5 years.
Yes,
so,
girl, you did. I totally understand. My first space was 268.
Yeah. So I walk in every morning and I just pinch myself. I'm like, oh my God, how did this happen? So we love it, and we'll be here forever.
It's beautiful. We have been.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Many a time.
We have been many a times.
Yes.
And thank you for that too. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Hey girl.
We appreciate the mimosas.
Yeah, that's our favorite.
I appreciate the sparkly things too.
I think most of my Christmas presents came from your store.
You did have a Christmas present from there. Oh, well, let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
So you and I both know the retail landscape has dramatically changed in the past few weeks. How's it going now?
So it's going good. It's scary.
Yeah.
And it's been hard, and I've probably logged more hours in the last 5-6 weeks than I have in a long time or ever.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it all. We just found out that we got our PPP loan, so I'm happy
oh my gosh,
to get.
that's amazing!
I know.
Congratulations!
I know. Thank you. I'm so grateful and thankful to have gotten. It was in our account yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now I feel comfortable having my girls come back in and get some hours. Try to get back up to where they were. So that I can work on bigger picture stuff and like what this looks like after we get back to being open. So, I mean, things have been good. People are shopping local. That's wonderful. And I'm so grateful and appreciative of that. We have had to we just immediately went to work on our website and trying to get all this inventory. I mean, you guys know how much stuff we have in here. And I would say I don't even know what percentage of that was not on our website because I've been lazy about keeping that up to date.
I don't think I'd say lazy.
Well, it's just kind of fallen on the back burner because I don't.
Yeah, how many SKUs do you have? Do you even know that?
I don't know. I saw something. I saw some report this morning that said like 2,000 something.
So you have 1,200 square feet. Obviously, some of that's office, restroom, other
Event space,
event
little
space.
workspace.
And
But you have
studio, our
2,000.
workspace.
But
Yeah.
you have 2,000 SKUs.
Yeah.
But like, look how tiny our stuff
I
is.
know.
Like we're
Yeah.
talking tiny little gifts and tiny little jewelry. So I know my intention has never been to be a big online business, but when you have to close your front door, you have to be online, so we've just been working really hard to get everything updated online and then making sure that if it's online, there's actual inventory in the store that we can ship those orders with,
Right. Yeah.
It seems like every third call that people call for Tess, and she's, they want something from her store, and it's like, that's
Yeah.
the item or the color or the whatever
that I'm out of right now.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
The online thing is so hard, but we're learning and moving forward. I think it's only going to be a good thing for us because now people can shop 24/7 and get almost anything in here. There will still be a few things that are online, but we have people shopping our website on a Friday night, and that's never happened before.
Yeah.
So-
it's nice to say because I'm an entrepreneur with an online retail business as well, and it's nice at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh
to
yeah,
go,
you'll get a ding, and you're like, oh, new order.
You wake up
I
the
know,
next
yeah.
morning and it's like, wow, we sold 3 more items, and it's like, you couldn't be there to service that client at 2 a.m., but that's when they wanted to shop, and that's when they made a purchase.
Exactly. And now we'll be set up for that in the future. And then moving forward, I'm implementing a system for uploading all merchandise that comes to the store and being very intentional about how we do it all so that we don't have to spend days updating the website ever again.
Yeah. Because
Except maybe once a year for maintenance. Yeah.
No, that is a whole lot. Oh my gosh. No, I'm learning the online landscape right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tess had no online business prior to
to this. Yeah. So
I feel for you.
Yeah, it's been an adventure, that's for sure.
It's just a lot of work, so I totally understand what you're going through.
Oh, well, thanks, girl. So what other than the online biz, what kind of other creative stuff have you been implementing?
Well,
I mean, I've seen all kinds of stuff y'all doing. It's amazing.
We've done several things. Yeah, we've done several things. So right in the beginning, I think the very first day that we closed the door, I made those little jewelry kits. Have y'all seen those?
Yes.
The macrame. So I did a little online YouTube tutorial of how to macrame a bracelet, and that's free for anyone. That's just on our YouTube channel. So, like, anyone can go watch that video and learn how to macrame.
Watch, subscribe, like her channel.
Yes, all the things.
But yes, all the things. But we also have a kit that we can sell you that's like a little spool of hemp and then the beads to go with it, and they're all super cute. It's a really great value. So that was one of the first things that we did, and I think we sold like 75 of them. And I mean, they're only $20, but like everything counts, Yeah. I mean, I was really proud of that.
Yeah.
It caught on. I think it helped that like the first week or two was a lot of kids' spring break, so it gave kids an activity, and it also was an activity for parents too. It's not, not just for kids.
It's also kind of like something you can zen out with, like
it is totally. Yeah. I mean, it's a little time consuming, so it'll occupy time and kind of therapeutic, honestly.
Yeah, no, it is. It seems like, because I really can zen out doing lashes. It's like that repetitive motion kind of thing. And that's like, making these bracelets. It's like weaving kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Well, the nice thing about that is even on a purchase as simple as that, and you go, okay, that's $20, but you do 75 of those. That goes a long way towards paying rent, paying utilities, paying other expenses, insurance that doesn't stop just because the doors are closed.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how I looked at it. I was like, well, even though I didn't make much on them because they're so full of great little beads and charms and stuff, but it's also inventory that I've just kind of been hoarding for years.
Mm-hmm.
So once you sell 70 of them, I mean, that's enough to pay rent almost, So it's like whatever you can do right now with what you have on hand,
It's time to get it done.
So that was the first thing I did. And then we did some little fun coloring sheets that we just gave out for free also that are on our website. And I can send y'all links to all this if you want to link it later.
Oh, we'd love to.
We did 2 or 3. No, we have actually 4 different coloring sheets, which have been really fun for parents and kids. And then my most recent experiment is a virtual bracelet and necklace bar where you design your own jewelry via FaceTime or Zoom.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I don't know well, Tess, I think you've customized stuff when you've come in.
Oh, yeah, I have. I have several things.
You know how we have that charm bar that you can like go pick out all your charms? So basically people book a 30-minute appointment and we'll FaceTime or Zoom, and I'll just like hold the phone and go through that whole bar with them, and then go through like design options and stuff, and then I'll make the jewelry and then ship it to them, or they can pick it up.
That's awesome. That is super awesome.
Thanks. I'm really excited. I have 5 signups and I'm so thrilled.
Oh, no, that's amazing.
I'm excited to do it. I'm sure there'll be some kinks we have to work out, but I'm really excited that
by the time, this call's over.
Exactly.
When can I get on there?
I'm really excited about it. And you know what? There's no reason that I can't offer this after we go back to normal too, because we have a clientele base all over the country. Like, they can't come in and make their own bracelet, but they can book. Maybe on Thursdays we open up those appointments and they can book an appointment on, a random Thursday in the future.
Yeah.
So it's interesting what we're implementing now that I'm like, oh, well, that could work too. Like, we'll continue to do curbside pickup because how convenient is that?
Yeah, it is.
You don't have to get out of the car.
Yeah. There's so many things. I feel like that's kind of been, we were just talking earlier about kind of some good things that have come out of this. And I think that's one of them. I mean, we've all kind of learned different creative new ideas and new things to implement in our businesses. And I think that is pretty rad. I mean, out of this necessity has come something pretty cool.
Yeah, I have found quite a bit of silver lining. I mean, I'd rather not be in the situation that we're in, but
right.
I mean, there's a lot of silver lining to it. So that's what I'm trying to take away.
No, absolutely. So, sounds like you've been pretty busy. I feel you. I feel you, girl.
I think every small business owner has been pretty busy.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I have people ask, oh, what are you doing? You're just like sitting around, like reading a book. I'm like, that's cute. I wish I was sitting around reading a book.
You guys are giving me anxiety because we're here doing this show and I could be doing so many things with I need to be doing so many things with my business this morning.
Brandy, we need those coloring sheets stat. He's going to need to zen out on them.
We should figure out a contest that we can do with her coloring sheets and promote them through our YouTube channel and give away. We'll purchase a $50 gift card from Bella Vita Jewelry and give that away to one of our listeners.
Yeah, we need to see your coloring sheet.
So
Let's figure out some way to do a cross promotion.
Yeah.
And we're going to give away a $50 gift card on her coloring sheets through our YouTube channel. I don't know the logistics. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
Yeah, we will. So back to the free time. What are you doing with it these days? The little free time you have.
Well, I'm forcing myself to have free time.
Good. Good.
I'm trying to take off on the weekends, and now that I can have the girls come back in and work. So I'm about to later today. I'm going to make out our schedule for the next couple of weeks.
I've got to do the same thing.
So I was supposed to take a watercoloring class during the pandemic, but it got canceled, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up buying the paint and paintbrush kit from the instructor.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying my hand at watercoloring. That's been really fun.
That is fun. And that's therapeutic too.
It's very therapeutic, and it's making me more patient because you have to let that stuff dry if you don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Before you add more paint, and you have to let it dry. So it's been fun.
You don't just break out the hairdryer and just.
No, I'm not that patient. And then my husband and I grow a really big garden every summer, so we're pretty busy with that right now as well. So
what are you growing?
So we grow lots of veggies, like tomatoes, lots of peppers. My husband's really into really hot peppers. So like normal jalapeno habaneros, and then we have one this year that's called a death spiral. So these are really
sounds very appetizing.
These are crazy. We actually, I don't know if y'all know this, but the Root down here in Soma, they have a hot pepper eating contest. In the fall. So we actually last year got to contribute some of our peppers to the contest. So I'm sure that's where these crazy spicy ones will go this year.
The death
I don't
spiral.
eat those.
Yes.
Y'all see pictures, like Google the pepper. There's one called Apocalypse Scorpion. See, like these are the craziest looking evil looking peppers ever.
Oh my God.
But and then normal stuff like okra, eggplant, squashes, and then I do all the flowers. And we actually expanded the garden this year, so we have 3 new raised beds in our front yard that I was going to put into full flower production so that I could sell flowers at the store.
Oh, I love that.
So that's kind of an idea in the making. I don't know, I'm not an expert. I just kind of wing it, but I'm hoping this year that we have enough bouquets that I have them on occasion. And then, over the next few years, it just becomes a thing that we offer in the summertime. So
that's amazing. I think that's so cool. I'm obsessed with fresh flowers, and I think
oh my gosh,
that's
I would have fresh
idea.
flowers. Yes, I would have them every day if I could.
I know, me too. And I like the ones that are like homegrown, the sweet little local flowers over, a bunch of roses, that you can
Totally
get anywhere.
agree.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
no.
So, yeah, I've been keeping busy in my free time with garden and trying to watercolor and cooking and that kind of stuff.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I need some gardening and some watercolors in my life, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get on it. Oh,
I recommend it.
Oh, gee, thanks. Also, we heard that you might be offering our listeners a little discount.
Yeah, always.
Tell us about it.
Let's see. I don't remember what I said.
You said 110% off. Maybe it was just maybe it was just 10%.
maybe it was just 10%.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry. That's the other thing, y'all. With all of this, my brain has just been going 90 to nothing for 5 or 6 weeks, and I just there's so many. Last night when I did a Zoom call, my friend Star was like, "I emailed you the Zoom link." I was like, I couldn't find it. And I was like, there are so many Zoom links in my inbox right now.
You're like, I don't know which one.
I can't keep it. Y'all gotta agree with there's so much information flying around.
There really
I just
is.
had to start cutting it off. Yeah, I was like, I just can't listen anymore.
No.
I just have to start tuning out.
Agreed.
But yes, 10%. The code is, what is it?
Small Talk Arkansas,
Yeah,
which is
small-
just abbreviated AR.
Yeah,
so
so
Small Talk AR,
AR.
no spaces.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can put that in when you check out on our website. It's kind of towards the final step. So
Gotcha.
there'll be a little box to put in a discount code, and the website is bellavitajewelry.net.
Amazing. Oh, very good. That's what I was about to get to.
Yeah, they can also be found on Facebook and Instagram at Bella Vita Jewelry. And of course, we'll put all of these links to her and her coloring sheets and everything else that we've discussed, her website, Facebook, Instagram, all of those things. We'll put all of those in the show description today.
Yes, and if you need some curbside pickup, y'all are at 108 West 6th Street, Suite A. That's downtown Little Rock. So, that's Brandy and Bella Vita.
Brandy's busy.
Yeah, Brandy's busy girl. Absolutely busy. But do you have a minute to stick around for shit we're into?
Sure, I'll stick around.
Amazing. That's the sound.
That's shit we're into.
That is the sound of shit we're into.
What kind of shit are we into today?
We are into celebrating Earth Day today.
Today is Earth Day. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day, Brandy.
Hey, happy Earth Day, y'all.
We started listening, so we rolled out this morning, talked to Alexa, told Alexa to play
Yes,
she's listening.
She's going to do it.
Little Dicky, Earth. It came out last year. I think it was last year, this same time it was done for Earth Day. But if you know who Little Dicky is, it's a pretty funny little rap, and it's about.
It's super cute.
It's got a lot of other celebrities and other singers and songwriters that
Your little cameos.
do cameos in it, play different characters, and it's a pretty fun little song. It's great if you go to the YouTube channel and actually watch the video, because the video is animated and it's just awesome. Ariana Grande she's a zebra.
I was about to say, is she a zebra in that one?
Yeah, so it's pretty funny, but we'll put a link for that in there below as well. But it's a catchy little song, pretty cool for Earth Day.
Yeah, should definitely listen to it. So, Brandy, you're into all the earthy things. You're gardening. You're growing your own vegetables. You're all about some Mother Earth.
I
I love Mother Earth.
Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, a thing she said earlier that I already picked up on that I thought was pretty awesome was,
What?
She's selling the bracelets, the bracelet kits. And she said, you know what? You get a roll of hemp string.
Oh, this is so true. She did say that word.
So for those that know, I'm big in the hemp industry. That's something that, I've been doing full time since 2015. And we grow all over the country. We've grown last year in 32 different states. Hemp's a big thing that we do. And I wanted, some stats that most people don't know about hemp. And sometimes if you go to the conventions and you listen to there's so much, it's kind of like what you talked about a little while ago. You just want to turn it off because there's just so much noise. But it's interesting on a day like today to talk about hemp, because hemp versus trees. 1 acre of hemp, which can be grown in 4 months, grow time, is equal to the fiber that you get out of 4 acres of trees.
Wow.
So for creating paper, it's 1 acre in 4 months versus 4 acres of trees that take 20 years to grow.
Oh my gosh.
And in hemp, for fiber, you can grow 2 cycles per year. So for every 1 acre of hemp, you're getting 4 acres of trees, 4 months versus 20 years.
Yeah.
That's
pretty amazing.
A big difference.
I wonder how many bracelets that is.
It could be. I can't even tell you how many bracelets you can make out of that. But another thing about hemp that's pretty cool that a lot of people don't know. I mean, first and foremost, it's sustainable growing. You're able to amend the soils. It is an accumulator. It is pulling out contaminations and things like that out of the earth while it's growing. The plant, for instance, Chernobyl, when the nuclear meltdown happened in Chernobyl, planted around the entire meltdown area for these last decades has been nothing but hemp.
Really?
Because it pulls every toxin, it pulls the toxins
out
of the soil, as well as it's cleaning the air. So the hemp growing, every 2.5 acres of hemp that grows pulls out 22 tons, absorbs 22 tons of CO2.
Holy moly.
So hemp is more efficient than any forest on the planet for cleaning our air and removing CO2.
Yeah, that's badass.
So puts out more oxygen, cleans the CO2, and so 2.5 acres cleans 22 tons or absorbs 22 tons of CO2.
Huh.
Hemp can be used for making biodegradable plastics.
Yeah.
We had hemp straws earlier on in the week on the show.
Yes,
and
we
it's
did.
made out of a biodegradable plastic manufactured from the oil that comes from hemp. So our oceans have, bottles and rings from 6-packs and all of those, the plastic bags and things like that. Now, it's not biodegradable in the fact that it's going to disappear in 30 days. But it is biodegradable. It's not going to sit around in the earth forever.
Yeah.
So, different ones, different formulations have different periods of time that they break down in. But, if you took a plastic bottle and buried it today that's made out of hemp, there are some plastic bottles that within 5 years, they're gone. They've biodegraded. So that's pretty cool. Other things that hemp does, a lot of hemp can be used for insulation. In homes and things like that. It's a great insulator, building houses out of it, hempcrete, but also just hemp boards, things like that, hemp insulation. And, if you have a more insulated house, which the R factor on hemp is better than the R factor on most other insulations. So when you use hemp to, first and foremost, it's not a chemical product. It's grown, it's farmed agriculture product that you're taking from the biomass from the stalk, and you're making a actual insulation for your home or for a home, for a business, for anything. And the better your insulation is, the less energy that's required to heat or cool that facility.
Right.
So again, then providing
Win-win.
value back to the earth. So those are some pretty cool things that not a lot of people know about hemp. But over and above that, on Earth Day, there's everything from just gardening and kind of growing our own vegetables, and as Brandy's talked about already, there's solar, there's electric cars, Tesla.
Yeah.
I absolutely am a massive fan of Tesla. It's hard to, with fuel now being $1 a gallon, it's hard to go out and go, okay, an EV may or may not make sense from a financial position of, okay, I'm saving money on fuel because, realistically, the difference you pay in the car, you're probably not saving a lot of money on fuel when it's $1 a gallon.
Well, right now.
But you have to look at it and go, well, I am saving on, there's
on the emissions.
You're saving on emissions.
Saving on the emissions.
So there's things, it's still a positive impact to the earth, especially depending on where you get your energy.
Yeah, that's true. And Brandy, you live and work downtown, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're helping out with the carbon emissions that way.
I love downtown. Yep.
That's awesome.
So you walk to work, bike to work.
I mean, I try to. I still have to drive sometimes too. I mean, I feel like a bag lady. I take so much stuff back and forth from the shop to the house. But
see, I'm not the only one.
We're going to get her a Walmart.
Yeah.
We'll get her a Walmart cart. She'll be the
I need a wagon.
A wagon. That's right.
I hope my bike. So I try to be better, especially when the weather's nice. There's really no excuse. I think I'm 15 blocks from work to home, and then I wanted to walk this morning, but it was pouring down rain, so I opted to drive.
So are you at work now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
She's on the clock.
Yeah. Oh, she is on the
So
clock. Yeah.
I'm a really early riser. I love morning time, so I cherish this early morning time in the shop by myself.
Oh, I bet.
So what plans do you have for Earth Day? Anything?
Well, I'm probably going to try to get outside and do something at some point to get fresh air. But I mean, business-wise, I'm just trying to promote this morning. We are really into slow fashion and upcycled. We have this really cool line of they're upcycled sari clothing items. So it's like crop tops and dusters and jumpers and dresses, and they're made from sari fabric from India that has been discarded. So they're still absolutely gorgeous, but they're just taking something and turning into something new.
else. Yeah. No, I think
something
that's awesome.
old to something new.
Yes.
Upcycled, recycled.
So all of I would say 90% of the apparel that we carry is not fast fashion. It's slow fashion. It's beautiful. It's going to be a little bit more of an investment piece, but it's going to last forever. And I can tell you where it came from, who designed it, who made it, that kind of stuff. And a lot of it's fair trade too. So that's one thing that we try to focus on in here.
Yeah, the cool stuff about that is it's very unique in that you're not,
totally, yeah.
If you go down to Dillard's and buy a shirt, I might see 4 other people wearing the same shirt the same day if I'm out and about around Little Rock. But if you come into your shop and buy a shirt, you're probably going to be the only person that you're going to see out and about with it. And that's pretty cool. If you like, if you like to be unique, if you like to be different, and your shop is full of those, wonders.
Yeah. It's
cool. I'm trying to educate people on the benefits of slow fashion. So that's kind of my new life goal.
Yeah, no.
And then,
are there any of your, from the supply chain that you're purchasing from, is there a way to send back goods that they can, they'll process and turn back into new clothes from old clothes? Is there things like that can go both directions?
I think there definitely are. I would say that would probably be more maybe not this kind of finished good, but more like T-shirts and stuff that people might want to turn into something else. And which we don't really deal in great quantity with that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I would be a candidate, but I'm sure there's lots of resources for that kind of stuff out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know Patagonia has a program, pretty similar to that. So they'll repurpose some things. And
I think they have a lifetime guarantee on their product. Patagonia is amazing.
It is a very cool company.
Yeah, it is for sure.
It is, because those are some of the investment pieces too.
No, but you know what? I have pieces from college that I still wear.
Yeah.
10, 15-year-old fleeces.
Yeah. And they're not going out of style. They're not.
You're not that old, Brandy.
You're not.
Did you go to? You went to school when you were 12?
Yeah. They still function. They still keep me warm. So that's my thing. Or here, this is my advice for the day. Why replace it if it's not broken? Just because the shiny new thing is prettier and maybe in better shape, but you don't need it. If something you have is functioning, Like, why replace it?
You can be a minimalist, and you buy right the first time. You buy those brands like, and I'll, keep plugging it, even though we're not being promoted anything from them. But Patagonia, I mean, you go buy a pair of, I'll buy a pair of pants. It's $120 from Patagonia. But like she said, I've got pairs that I've owned for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And I still wear them every month.
Yeah. And they're still doing fine, or go get a cool sari dress over at Bella Vita and, wear it.
How do you think I'd look in a sari dress?
I think you could really pull it off. Yeah. Uh-huh. Do you have any in blue?
We'll find something.
We'll have to hit 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and I'll
have a lot of fashion.
I'll wear that day.
Oh my gosh. But no, I mean, that it's super important because I have fallen victim in the past to fast fashion and just picking up something. I feel like we all have. I mean, and like last year I went to Goodwill and just boxes and boxes of stuff that just for whatever reason I wore once or twice and didn't wear again. And that's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah.
To have all
so
that.
I'm very intentional about what I purchase, especially apparel. And I just try to keep things around. And then I try not to buy things that are like super trendy too, because I know that's not going to service me for very long.
Yeah, you're so right. Oh.
And then you can accessorize with jewelry, things that,
Oh, gee, look at that. Yes, you can.
From Bella Vita Jewelry.
Yes, you can.
Get all of the accessories that you need.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, well, hey, we got some solid advice on some Earth Day.
There's a lot of the jewelry, being in your store, there's even a lot of the jewelry items that have been kind of recycled. I mean, you've got
some vintage pieces.
There's some.
Yes.
I always look at the keys. You have all these keys, all these locks from everywhere that's just kind of been dumped, and that's pretty cool.
The old antique keys, yeah. It's really fun in here. I mean, it's kind of those are antique keys from my grandparents' antique business, and I used to make necklaces out of them. But yeah, that is one jewelry line that I love making, is taking old vintage pieces and turning them into something new. And we actually do that too for people. Like, you can bring me a bag of your grandma's jewelry, and I'll make it into something more modern, or something you might wear.
That's
every
awesome.
day.
Yeah, that's
I
really
love
cool.
working with that stuff. I mean, I have a vintage soul. Like, I love that stuff. So, and that is a form of upcycling.
It is.
Recycling.
It is. Absolutely. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if it's something we already got, we can make it a little better. Zhuzh it.
So everybody take their time over the next couple days and go through all of your old jewelry and, call up Brandy and start placing or dropping it off and letting her figure out what it is that she can turn it into and make it a winner for everybody.
Yeah. Let her make some magic with it. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for being on our show. We sure appreciate it, girl.
Thank you guys. Yes, this was fun. I appreciate you inviting me.
Oh yeah, of course. Hopefully we can get you back, and maybe like in person next time. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe we can do it live from her show, from her store.
That would be super fun.
That would be so fun.
That would be super fun.
All right, it's a date.
All right, done.
Brandy, thank you so much, and enjoy your Earth Day. Hope that you can get out around these rainstorms today and get a little
get some fresh air.
Get some fresh air. I know the last time Tessa and I saw you, I guess we were all getting out fresh air because we bumped into you over there by the Clinton Library one day.
Yeah,
we did. We need some fresh air too.
We'll try
to make it happen.
Yep. Y'all make it happen today too.
We will.
Have a great day. All Thanks for being on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys.
Talk to you later, girl.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So, what shit are y'all into? Let us know. How are you celebrating Earth Day? We want to know those things too. Or how are you getting fresh air? Where are you getting fresh air? Hopefully it's not our secret trail.
Yeah. What are you doing on Earth Day? Are there some things that you really, we should know about?
Yeah.
Others should know about things that you're doing. We'd love to know.
Yeah, we would. And
do some homework on hemp.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool little plant.
It is a pretty cool little plant.
Been dealing with it as one of the largest producers in the country. Tree of Life Seeds have been very, very involved with hemp since it's the pilot program was approved in 2015, industrial hemp pilot program, and we've been involved across the country doing hemp. So hemp, CBD, all of those things. Check it out.
You know what tomorrow is?
Today's Hump Day.
Yes.
Earth Day. Wednesday.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Therapy Thursday.
It is Therapy Thursday. And we have my friend Stacy Kinsler who does yoga and therapy. And I think she combines the two together.
That's a workout for the mind and the body.
It is. Mind, body, spirit, all the things.
Stacy Kinsler.
Stacy Kinsler. She's going to be on tomorrow. I'm super excited to talk to her.
Awesome.
And maybe she can give us a little mental clarity.
Mental clarity is always needed.
We could absolutely use that.
So that'll be great.
Yes.
So if you like what you see on the show, we strongly encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like the video, smash that like button, leave us a comment. Just tell us you liked the video. Tell us you didn't like the video. Tell us that you want to see us live. Tell us that you liked Brandy, that you liked Bella Vita Jewelry.
That you want to see Jason in a sari dress.
I'll wear a sari dress. No question about it. We hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I'll wear a sari dress. You guys just remind me. leave it in the comments. Comments help us out, guys, in the algorithms and everything for
his spreadsheets and
not for
data.
My spreadsheets.
I mean,
for the Google, YouTube algorithms, all the things for our show to be picked up by more people, to be introduced by more people. We need subscribers. We need likes.
We need comments.
And we need comments.
We do.
Those three things, big help for us. We need 1,000 subscribers stat.
Do it. Make it happen for us.
So
guys.
help us make it happen. We've done it on Facebook. We need to do it on YouTube. We appreciate you being here with us today.
Yes.
If you would like to hear us talk about something specific on the show, let us know what that is.
Absolutely.
If you'd like to be a guest on the show or know somebody that would be a good guest on the show, we'd love to hear from you.
With us.
Let us know. Give us a message. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. So while you're celebrating your Earth Day, remember to social distance. Be safe. Stay at home or get outside and be away from people while you're outside enjoying the fresh air. Wash your hands when you get back and before you go, and use some hand sanitizer, all those things. And, thanks for shooting the shit with us today.
Thanks for shooting the shit with us, guys. Stay safe.
And happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day, y'all. We can't dance.
No. It's kind of hard, being attached to these things.